guys, it's Jessii Vee. Do you like my shirt? Do you like my shirt? Sorry, I'm way too excited. I just came out with Narwhal merch. Look at this. I'll get a bit closer so you can see. My nails match it. See? Purple, purple. But seriously, how cute is this? So a ton of you probably already know that I am obsessed with narwhals. It's probably because I love unicorns so much, and unicorns are like the magical creatures on the land. But narwhals are the unicorns of the sea, and I just can't get enough. And also, if you have been watching my videos long enough, you know that I call you guys notification narwhals. And basically, to become a notification narwhal, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and press the little bell button to be notified for my videos. So notification narwhal, you know what I mean? I mean, you're still the V team, but like if you have the bell on, you're also a notification narwhal. So I thought that I would like come out with shirts to represent those people, you know what I mean? Or if you just like narwhals, I mean, this shirt's for you. But I designed it myself. I made the narwhal look kind of like really cute looking. And on the back, I'll throw up a picture here. It says notification narwhal Jessii Vee. So we don't usually have front and back designs. So this shirt is really cool. And I don't think we've ever had a V-neck merch shirt. So, and also it's in mint green. So this is like our summer line coming out. I want to do a lot of narwhal stuff this summer. So if you would like this shirt, the link is down below in the description. Usually when I come out with merch items like this, it's like a one-time only limited edition thing. Just because every season I like to come out with something new instead of restocking old things. So get it while you can, but I'm just so excited. Anyways, so guys, link is down below for the narwhal magicalness. So you probably saw the title of this video and thought,
Jessii, what are you doing? Are you trying to turn me against my parents or something?
no, definitely not. We love parents. In fact, there's probably some parents still watching right now, even though the title says not to have the parents watching this video, but I'm sure parents snuck in. I see you, parents. I see you watching. No, the title is definitely more of a silly thing. Today I wanted to talk about things your parents told you when you were a kid that simply just weren't true. All right? Lies our parents told us as kids. And listen, the parents aren't the bad guys here. I feel like when you're a parent, and I can't like completely relate because I'm not one yet, but I feel like as a parent, you want to do everything in your power to protect your child. And sometimes that means telling a few white little lies, you know what I mean? Harmless lies, but they, you know, they were still little white lies. So today we're gonna be exposing those little white lies that our parents used to tell us. I'm sure a ton of you guys watching right now can relate to these. So please comment down below if your parents told you any of these things I'm about to mention. And if I missed any, also comment those down below as well. But it's about to get, we're exposing the parents in today's video. But also parents, don't hate me, like I love you endlessly. The parents watching probably also have parents that told them the same thing. So like we're all in the same boats, you know what I mean? We all have parents, even if you are a parent already. All right, that's just a parent disclaimer, you know what I mean? We love parents, I swear. So yes, I put together this little list and let's see which ones you can relate to. The very first one, sitting too close to the TV will ruin your eyesight. Simply not true. So when I was a kid, my sister and I liked to get really up close when we were watching our Disney movies, you know what I mean? We had to see every detail of the Little Mermaid, all right? And my parents would always be like, guys, sit back, like you're gonna ruin your eyes. But this was actually scientifically debunked, like a lot of the other lies here. I hate saying lies. Lies sound so intense. Let's just call them warnings. The warnings our parents gave us, you know what I mean? So yes, this was debunked, and it's basically because kids are better at focusing at up close objects than adults are. So sometimes kids sitting closer to the TV helps them see a lot better of what's going on in the movie. And also, if kids are doing this very often, it could just mean that they're nearsighted and need to see closer. But no, it will not ruin eyes, okay? A Disney movie has never made someone go blind. The next one, if you touch a toad, you will get warts. I believe this. I really believe this. But apparently, because I've researched every single one of these lie warning, white lie things, this has been debunked as well. Apparently in the history of touching toads, no one has ever gotten a wart. And yes, toads carry other bacterias like parasites and stuff like that, but never warts, because warts are actually caused by a virus, a human one. And this human virus cannot live on toads, so you can't transfer warts from toads, you know what I mean? And I think parents tell their kids this so they don't bring frogs into the house. And also because frogs look like they have warts just because of like how they're made. They're a little bit bumpy and stuff, but no, there's no warts involved on the toads. The poor toads, they've been living their whole lives like,
Oh, people think I gotta give them warts.
The next point is something my mom always told me, so maybe not all of you can relate to this, but I used to be an avid scab picker. I know that's disgusting. I know probably a lot of people don't want to hear that, but when you're a kid and you like scrape your knee or like, you know, get little marks on your arms or whatever, when they scab, it's so tempting to just like rip those scabs, and I would do it all of the time. It's disgusting. And my mom would see and she'd be like, if you rip your scabs off, you're gonna get a flesh-eating bacteria. And I was like, no way, no way. And that made me stop ripping off my scabs. Now, what she said is not 100% false. If you pick your scabs really, really often, you can get some serious infections, and some flesh-eating stuff can happen in very rare cases, but she was right. It's not good to pick scabs, all right, guys? I feel like a lot of these things that parents tell you are just for your own safety and for your own good. The next thing I know everybody watching has heard before. I know, and I've brought this up on my channel before as well. If you eat gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. Another false one. Basically, when you swallow gum, your stomach just pushes it right along just as normal, just like any other type of food. Does it mean that it's not a choking hazard? No. It's just still not good to swallow gum, because if you swallow a big piece, it can get stuck in your throat. It could clog something in your body. It will not stay in your stomach for 7 years, but it's still not good to swallow. You know what I mean? Don't do it. And the next one is also a very, very popular one. If you swallow a watermelon seed, you will grow a watermelon in your stomach. That is also not true. Seeds need air. If it's in your stomach surrounded by acid and stuff like that, it's not gonna grow anything. It also needs like soil and stuff, right? Like your stomach is not a good environment to be growing watermelons. Okay, just so everything's clear here. I'm sure this next one everyone's heard too. If you keep making this face, it will be stuck like that forever. Oh man, my whole life, my teachers, babysitters, grandparents, parents, everyone told me this one. Stop making that face, it will stay like that forever. And simply not true. Face muscles are very, very elastic and will always return to their original shape. I mean, think about how many like crazy dramatic actors there are out there. Think about Jim Carrey. Have you seen how many crazy faces Jim Carrey makes? If this whole like thing was true, his face would always be like this. Ow. So no, your face will not stay like that forever if you simply do like a quick funny like, you know what I mean? The same thing goes, they also said if you cross your eyes will stay crossed forever. That is also not true. People have crossed eyes from nerve damage and different diseases and just birth defects and stuff like that. They've never gotten crossed eyes from just doing a silly like cross-eyed trick for 2 seconds. Even if you did it for 5 minutes, your eyes would still go back to normal. Your eyes have 6 different muscles that allow them to like go any which direction, even opposite directions, so you good. But it's still not a comfortable feeling. Like I hated crossing my eyes because it low-key like hurt. Next one, if you sneeze with your eyes open, they will fall out. Now I've mentioned this on my channel before. I think I did a whole story time on like the things I was afraid of when I was a kid. And one of the things was I was always afraid my eyeballs were gonna fall out of my head. Not just from sneezing, but like if I open my eyes too wide, if I poke them, I was just so afraid there was nothing attached to my eyes and they would just like pop out of my head. But this whole like sneezing with your eyes open thing was debunked as well by scientists. These were all debunked, guys. It's really hard in the first place to even keep your eyes open when you sneeze. A lot of people naturally just close them. But even if you kept them open, yes, the blood pressure in your eye would rise drastically and it would probably really hurt when you sneezed, but your eyes are good. They stayed in place, I promise. The next one, cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis. No. And what's crazy is that I still believed this one until like 4 years ago. And then I was watching, what was it? Was it The Doctors? Some doctor show where they brought up this myth and they said it was completely untrue. And I was like, what? My whole life, I thought that cracking your knuckles was so bad for you. And basically parents tell kids this and like teachers and stuff because the sound of people cracking their knuckles is so irritating and gross sounding. So people would prefer not to hear it. So they say things like, if you keep doing that, you're gonna ruin your bones. But there's a scientific term for what's actually happening when you crack your knuckles. I'm just gonna read it because like can't memorize scientific terms, okay? I didn't do very well in science class. The crack we hear is actually the pop of the synovial fluid that is finding new space, and doing so doesn't cause damage or weakness to the joints. So that cracking sound, I know this is disgusting, I'm gonna do it for 1 second. Oh. Hold on, maybe another one. That sound is actually fluid spreading. It's not your bone, it's fluid. So as long as you're doing it and it's not actually hurting to do, then you're probably okay. Once something hurts, it's probably not a good sign to keep doing it. But also the sound of cracking, no one likes. So don't do it in class or around your parents or, you know, stuff like that. Just be respectful. The next one, reading in the dark will damage your eyes. No, it won't. A lot of people are saying that parents tell their kids this because they really want them to go to bed. Like, you know when kids really want to stay up all night and like watch movies or be on their phones in bed? So when I was a kid, I'd be like, okay, can I just stay up and read a book? And my parents would be like, no, like that will ruin your eyes. And I'd be like, oh darn. But no, this was debunked as well. The most reading in the dark will give you is a headache because it's definitely not comfortable for your eyes, but it will not ruin or damage your eyes in any way. You'll just probably get a headache from reading and like straining. You know when you strain your eyes? Yeah, not the funnest thing to do. Do any parents hate me yet? I feel like if there's parents watching this with their kid, they're like, don't listen to Jessii Vee. She has no idea what she's talking about. The next one, swim too soon after eating and you will cramp up and drown. I thought this was still a real thing even at my age now at 25. I was always like, don't you have to wait like an hour after you eat to swim? And apparently that's not true. Apparently, because I was reading into it, people were told that because it gave lifeguards a longer like break on their lunch. It says this Whopper has been around for ages, since 1908. This whole like wait 30 minutes or 60 minutes before you go in the water after you eat. But according to the American Academy of Pediatrics and the American Red Cross, see I got my facts here guys, okay? All you have to do is finish swallowing your food before you jump into the water to avoid accidentally choking. But the hour wait was actually made up to give parents a brief reprieve from lifeguard duty. So apparently food has nothing to do with drowning. Just don't still be chewing your food or swallowing your food when you're in the water. And that's kind of just like a logical thing. But I didn't even know that one. I'm so mind blown. The next one, if you pee in the pool water, it will change color and everybody will see. I don't think I was ever told this one, but it's crazy because apparently 52% of people in the entire world still believe this. They believe that pools have this special chemical in the water that if you pee, like it'll show like red or purple or some like crazy color. And I think this was told to kids to stop like the whole peeing in the pool thing because it happens a lot. Kids pee in the pool all the time. So the color thing is not true, but kids still don't pee in the pool, okay? It's so unsanitary, it's unbelievable. And like pee is still kind of a yellow color, so I mean people still might see it if you pee. So I still wouldn't do it. The next one, looking into the microwave while it's running will ruin your eyes or give you cancer. I've heard both of those things. And this is what I read. I will read it to you. While microwaves do cause radiation, the radiation poses no danger whatsoever just by looking at it. Microwaves are made to prevent any radiation, exposure, or damage, since the machine won't even run unless you actually close the door properly. So it's a pretty safe device. The metal barriers on the microwave doors also provide a final layer of protection. So if you stand near it or look into it while it's going, you won't actually have any harm because they make these things very, very, very safe. If you're inside the microwave, that's gonna be harmful, you know? But that's one that I never knew was actually debunked. The next one that I feel like every single person heard their teacher say to them, I have eyes at the back of my head. Now, I will admit, when I was really young, I believed that. Like, teachers would actually convince you, you know what I mean? They'd be like, even when my back is turned, I have eyes behind my head and my hair is covering them so you guys can't see, but they're there. And I will see you pass notes. I will see you cheat on your test. I will see you talking to your friend. And then you're like, oh gosh, she does have eyes, doesn't she? Like, I really believed it. Obviously, you guys know the human body, it's not possible. Anyway, so guys, those are all of the ones that I could think of. If I missed any, or if you related to any of these, definitely comment down below. And don't forget, the new Narwhal shirt is down below as well. I hope you guys really enjoy this. But yeah, this was no offense to parents. Parents love you guys so, so much. They say things to help you grow, to keep you safe. So always trust your parents, always do what they tell you, because the one time you don't, something might actually happen when you're least expecting it. So anyways guys, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!